Presentation of the area round of the playoffs here in 5A Division 1. We are, of course, Region 2, and we're coming at you live from Mesquite Memorial Stadium. Second-ranked Lobos getting ready to take on the FRISCO REEDY Lions. Lobos, of course, are the champions of District 7A. They've won 10 straight games since losing the opener against McKinney. And last week in the bi-district round of the playoffs, Longview dismantled New Caney Porter 59-7. Offense balanced, 181 on the ground, 174 through the air, and the Lobo defense was dominant, holding the Spartans to 90 total yards, minus 18 rushing yards, which was the second fewest in Lobo defensive playoff history. That Lobo defense has only given up 16 fourth quarter points all year long. And last week, senior Willie Nelson showed up big in the first half. He had a pick six on the opening drive for the Spartans, took a punt return back for a touchdown as well in the second quarter, and Longview rolled out to a huge halftime lead. Of course, the Lobos have been led all year by Taylor Tatum. He's rushed for more than 1,300 yards, 18 touchdowns, and he is already the career leader in touchdowns rushing and total touchdowns, and he needs 2 yards tonight to become the second Lobo to ever gain 4,000 yards in a career. For John King, the head coach got his 221st win last Friday and the 50th playoff win of his career. Now for FRISCO REEDY, they're also 10-1 coming into this ball game. They were 12-1 a year ago. They've won 8 in a row, only losing to District 6 champion FRISCO Lone Star back on September the 7th. They lost there by a field goal. They got hit by injuries early this year. They lost their tailback, Devin Hardy, and their defensive end, Chris Bush, both to ACL injuries in the first and second weeks of the season. But REEDY found a star. 26 is going to be on the field for them. He's junior tailback Tristan Airy. He gained almost 1,500 yards and has 19 touchdowns, and he's averaging about 9 yards a carry. He had a 3-game streak where he went for 690 yards in 3 games and scored 10 touchdowns as well. Chad Cole's a Lions coach. He's the only one they've ever had since the school opened in 2016. And they're using a 2-quarterback system this season. Jake Ferner, the junior, he's number 10, and senior Braden Hernandez, he's number 14. Between them, they've thrown for 2,300 yards, 24 touchdowns, and just 3 interceptions. REEDY comes averaging just about 45 points a game and has scored at least 32 in every game this season. We'll be quiet, playing the national anthem. All righty, we're about to send captains out to the middle of the field for the coin toss as we get ready to start this ball game. You're wondering where Keaton Daniels is? Well, Keaton's going to join us in a little bit. Hopefully by halftime we may have him here. He's coming back into the area from a business trip, and so he's flying into DFW as we're speaking and having to deplane, get luggage and all that, and drive across Dallas. And speaking about driving across Dallas, FRISCO's band, I'm looking out at the road that runs alongside the stadium here at Mesquite Memorial. Their buses and their band are just now getting ready to pull into the parking lot, so they are not here yet. So the national anthem was played by the Lobo band tonight. Of course, Longview is the home band for this evening's game. Let's see. Last week, we talked very quickly about the result for the Lobos. They got their win last week impressively. So did the folks from REEDY. They beat Carrollton Newman Smith 52-14 last week. Jumped out to a 17-7 halftime lead and then outscored Newman Smith 35-7 in the second half for the runaway of that game. All right, so the captains are down at the 50-yard line. Willie Nelson's down there. Zarius Shepard, DK Reese are three of our four. We've got our fourth captain as well. And it looks like the Lobos may have won the toss. Jacoby Watts is the other captain for Longview. So Longview's going to defer to the second half. They will start on the defensive side, and that means we can give you the defensive starters to begin this ball game tonight. Longview will line up pretty much like we've seen all season long. This is the Lobo defense. It'll start with the defensive line where senior Zarius Shepard and Billy Smith will man the ends. Arian Harper is going to be the man in the middle. Linebackers Chase Smith, Kason Brooks, Brendan Reese, and Jamerson Derensburg. Corners Jaden Simmons, Javion Robertson. Safeties Willie Nelson and Buda Garrett. This defense gives up just 10 points a game. A total of 124 first downs in 11 games, and only giving up about 2.5 yards a carry if you try to run the football against the Lobos. On the other side for REEDY, their offensive line, Noah Akinsola, Max Anderson. Anderson's going to the University of Tennessee after this season. He's big time. He's their left guard. Jacob Schulzen's the center. Luke REEDY is their right guard. Gavin Heberly is their right tackle. Tight end is Brayton Evans, and here's the kick by Anthony Monsaveas. It's a line drive through the misty conditions we have here at Mesquite, and he'll go into the back of the end zone and come out to the 25-yard line. The rest of the offense for REEDY, Darren Nickerson's number 8. He's one wide receiver. Connor McGrath the other. McGrath's the leader here. He's got 36 catches, 727 yards, and 10 touchdowns. Mason Easley is the slot receiver. In the backfield, Tristan Airy is going to be their tailback, 5'7", 160-pound junior. And again, they will shift quarterbacks, and they're starting with junior Jake Ferner to begin things here today. And the first down handoff is to Airy, and Airy stood up at the line of scrimmage. He's going to go nowhere. Brendan Reese in there on the tackle. Will be second down and 10.
He makes it out to the 26-yard line. He's taken down there.
Now, the Lobo defense has been outstanding again this season. And if you want to try to beat Longview and you think you're going to run, you better establish something early, because if they start to sniff you can't run, this changes the game dramatically. Second down and 9. Quarterback Ferner back to pass. He's going to get one out into the flat. That's caught, and it'll be a first down across the 35-yard line. Darren Nickerson, number 8, 6'3", 205-pound junior, picks up 10. And they get their first down in this game. And again, Ferner and number 14, Brayton Hernandez, are going to split time tonight. So we may see one on one drive and the other on the next drive. That's the way they've done it all year. Back to the ground to Airy, who will get out to about the 38-yard line for a gain of 2. It's going to be second down and 8.
He takes the ball out to the 38-yard line. In on the tackle for the Lobos was Brendan Reese. Pick up 2 yards on the play.
Leading this defense this year is Arius Shepard. Leads it in all 3 major categories. Shepard with 69 tackles, 18 of those for loss, and 7 quarterback sacks. Second down and 8, play action. Ferner with some time, pocket's good. Got the guy open in the middle, caught. That is going to be a long gainer inside the 20-yard line. Connor McGrath. It looked like that ball was overthrown coming out of Ferner's hands, but we've got about a 14-mile-an-hour wind that was actually blowing toward him, and that held the ball up. McGrath makes the catch, and I think the Lobos thought that was going a little long as well, and kind of mistimed where they were going with it. But a big gainer down to the 20-yard line where it's first down and 10. As they picked up 32 on the pass and catch. Make that 42, excuse me. Lobos jump but get back. Well, early on, if you're just joining us, 10 minutes left in the first quarter. Scoreless ball game, but FRISCO REEDY driving, and now we got a timeout called. Play clock was getting down on them. Coach Cole decided he would take his first time out of the game, and so we'll continue to bring you what we know tonight as we move through this ball game. When we go on to the other side of the field, where Coach Cole is, he's been the head coach here now since 2016. He is the only coach in this 8th high school that was opened in FRISCO back in 2015. 2016, they actually began play. He was the offensive coordinator here at Wakeland. He had been an assistant coach in the FRISCO ISD area since 2006. And so this is pretty much what he knows. He's a guy that played at Pilot Point when he was in high school and went to Tarleton State. He has been building this thing better and better each year, and this is an almost all FRISCO district. Only Sherman, I believe, is the lone team not in the FRISCO ISD area in the district. High snap, and Ferner going to toss it out to Airy, trying to get to the edge, and he cannot outrun that Lobo defense. As let's see who got there. I believe that's Buda Garrett. It was who will stop Airy shy of the 20-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about a yard. It'll bring up second down and 11. So you can see already, Airy, who doesn't have a whole lot of catches this year, getting into the offense early with that reception, just trying to find a place to get him into space. Airy coming into this ball game tonight with, as we said, nearly 1,500 yards on the ground with an 8.9 average. Ferner back to pass, pressure up the middle. He runs away from it and gets to the 15 and angled out of bounds before he got to the 10. Let's see where they mark him. Looks like the 11-yard line where he's going to be a yard shy of the first down. And it'll bring up third down and about a yard.
He's forced out of bounds by Jaden Simmons after a pickup of 10. Brings up a third.
Ferner probably a little bit better runner than Hernandez on the year. 43 carries, 262 yards on the ground, but most of them like that. He's not afraid to pull the ball down and go. Lobos have to hustle a man off the field, and they do just before the snap. On third and a yard to Airy, he's going to be close to the first. Looks like maybe he backed his weight. He did across the 10-yard line down to about the 8. That's actually Khalil Smith. He's also their starting inside linebacker, and when they want to put down the hammer, he's the guy. He's got 8 touchdowns. He only averages about 3 yards a carry, but those are the situations, third and short or first and goal, or inside the and to goal situation. He gets it here on first down and goal, got a hole, and then it closed in a hurry as he slung down at about the 5-yard line, gain of 3. It's second down and goal.
In on the tackle for the Lobos was Casey.
We are bringing you this game actually from the bleachers on the home side of the stadium tonight. Press box not accommodating us, so we're going to do our work from outside today. There's Smith again trying to go wide, get away from one tackle, waiting for a sign. It looks like he's just shy of the goal line at about the 1. So third and goal coming up, and this is exactly their MO. Airy's the guy between the 20s or maybe between the 10s, and Smith is the guy inside. He's a little bit bigger, and he gets another chance at it here. I don't know, he got stopped short of the end zone. It's going to bring up fourth and goal. And so first big decision for Coach Cole as he's facing a fourth down and goal inside the Lobo 1-yard line.
Brings up a 4th and goal for REEDY.
Smith starts walking over. You see him with those lime greenish looking shoes. And the decision made by the REEDY coaching staff, they're going to go for it here. Turner turns, talks to Smith. See if they run behind that left guard. Hand off to Smith. He's got some space, and he's into the end zone for the first score of the game. The Lions march the length of the field on the opening drive and get in with 7:55 to play in the first quarter. 1-yard touchdown Smith for Khalil Smith. The kicker coming on now. That is Jackson Runyon, number 29. He is a senior place kicker. He's going to do the kicking, but not the punting
Back
for
to
them.
the extra point is Jackson Runyon.
Hold, snap a little bit high, hold good, kick is up and good, and we've got our first full drive and score of this ball game. Lions go the length, they get a touchdown to begin things, and they make it a 7-0 lead. Here on our presentation on Longview ISD.
I'm just a product of Longview and LISD. They want their students to be successful, to get good grades, to feel safe, and focus on what's important. LISD has just countless opportunities. That's just integral in grounding a student and allowing them to fulfill their potential. LISD has just really prepared me in that I feel I'm a very well-rounded person. I know I'll be able to do amazing things, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without Longview ISD.
All right, welcome back. Lions go 11 plays, 75 yards. Do that in just a tick over 4 minutes. And so the Lobos trail here in the first quarter. This has always been their kind of, I would say, weakest quarter. The Lobos defense has given up this season 111 points, 45 of those in the first quarter. So a little bit better than 40% first quarter. Short directional kick. It's going to come down to about the 25-yard line. And the Lobos are still on his feet and going to the 45. That is Boosie Washington. Ball squirts out at the end of that, and apparently was still live at around the 49-yard line. So the Lobos will get excellent position on the short kick. And pretty good return by Boosie out to the 49.
Lobo ball, 1st and 10 at their own 49-yard line.
All right, so Lobos on offense for the first time tonight. Here's their setup. Fernando Longoria, Jacoby Watts, Davion Morgan, Jamorian George, Cameron Murray. The offensive line, Cedric Mitchell, the tight end. First down handoff up the middle. Taylor Tatum down to the 45-yard line for a gain of 6. Ethan Harrison and DK Reese are the receivers. Taylor Tatum is the tailback, and we'll see if they're going to run a fullback inning tonight.
On the tackle for the Lions was Khalil Smith.
A gain of 6 on the first down carry, and that gives Taylor Tatum his 4,000 yards as he needed to. He got 6. He's now the second back in Lobo history to go for 4,000. Ball on the ground, and Taylor trying to chase it down, and I think he does at about the 42-yard line. They didn't get a real good handoff there as Andrew Tutt, the quarterback, looked like he tried to stretch and reach that one out. Taylor was maybe a little far away, and that ball looked like it hit on the thigh pad and bounces, luckily for the Lobos, forward to the 42-yard line where Taylor falls on it, and it brings up a 3rd down in the yard. Well, however you get it, I guess. Andrew Tutt, the 5'10", 165-pound senior at quarterback. On 3rd down in a yard, Taylor Tatum's got it up the middle for more than the one he needs as he drives his way all the way across the 30 down to the 27-yard line. Picking up 15 on the carry. And the Lobos have their initial first down of the game.
Lobo ball, 1st and 10.
Taylor Tatum
27-yard line.
Comes in tonight, and we said he needed just a couple for the 4,000-yard mark. He's got guys in his sights as well. 45 yards. Well, he needed 15 to catch Vondrell McGee. He just did that. Tutt's first pass incomplete as he tried to throw a little fastball far side of the field. Intended for Ethan Harrison. It's going to be 2nd down. Taylor came in as this year is the 18th highest rushing season in Lobo history. He needed 15 to catch Vondrell McGee for the 17th, and he's already done that. So second down and 10 after the tut incomplete. Stretch hand, no, faking it. Tut keeps it himself. He's got the 15 and down to the 13-yard line as he goes for 14 yards. A new wrinkle in the offense that we saw about a third of the way in was him running with the football, and that time he does a masterful job on the read option and keeps it himself, takes it to the 13 where it's first down and 10. Taylor Tatum in motion. Will give it to him this time, sweeping left. He's inside the 10 and gingerly steps out of bounds. I'll mark him down at around the 7 as he goes for 5 more. The Lobos trying to answer the REEDY Lions opening drive.
6 yards. Lobo ball, 2nd and 4.
Defense for the Lions. Their defensive ends are Justice Henry and Luca Akertava. 6'2", 265-pound junior with 9 sacks and 10 tackles for loss this year. Hand off to Tatum, finding a little bit of space inside the 5 to the 4, where he looks like he's about a half yard shy of the first down. Their linebackers are number 7, Andrew Sanchez, number 12, Carson Cole. Inside backers are 30, Jackson Jennings, and number 2, Khalil Smith, the guy you saw carrying the football in the at the end of the last drive. Seth Johnson and Josiah Fuchsia are the corners. Cooper Clavo, Cade Hebel are the safeties. Third down short, handoff to Tatum, driving toward the goal line, and they're going to say he got in. Taylor Tatum, about 4 yards away, goes for his 19th touchdown of the year on the ground and his 69th touchdown for his career to make it a 7-6 ball game. They went a lot of Taylor Tatum on that drive. Taylor, 5 carries for 37 yards in the opening drive. Anthony Monsivais on for the point after. A little bit of trouble again with the snap, but the kick is up, and it's good. We're tied at 7. 4:57 left to play in the first quarter. We'll take a break. We're coming right back to Longview ISD's presentation of Lobo playoff football.
Are you ready to get into teaching at Longview ISD? We're an innovative school district with modern campuses, high-tech teaching tools, and a challenging and diverse curriculum. Longview ISD proudly recognizes and rewards teaching excellence and offers professional growth and a generous salary and benefits package. But the #1 reason to become a teacher at Longview ISD is this. Join our team today. Longview ISD, education with purpose.
Kicking off for the Lobos.
All right, welcome back. Lobos answered 7 plays, 51 yards, resulting in a Taylor Tatum touchdown, and we're tied up at 7 with just under 5 minutes left to play in the first quarter. It's about 61, 62 degrees here in Mesquite. We've got a little gusty wind blowing at about 14. Right now the wind seems to be just barely fluttering the flag at all behind the Lobos in that end zone that's open toward the roadway. Monsivais, who kicked his first one out through the back of the end zone. This one a little bit shorter. Comes down to about the 6-yard line. Seth Johnson, ball loose. Ball's loose inside the 5. And it's going to be recovered by the Lobos for a touchdown. Special teams come through. The Lobos are on the board. 2 touchdowns in less than 10 seconds. And it's going to be Jameis Morrow who recovered that in the end zone to make it 13-7. Well, the kick went short of the end zone, but the Lobos stripped that ball quickly away from the return man Seth Johnson and get themselves a special teams touchdown and a chance to make this a 7-point lead. Anthony Monsivais on for the point after try. Kick is lying through and good. Lobos by 7 with 4:46 to play as we'll keep it here. There's no drive result to give you after that one. The ball's not necessarily wet like you would expect with rain, but we have high humidity and a lot of mist going on out here tonight, which is why we've got our equipment all covered up in plastic. The ball's going to be a little bit slick, and obviously it was that time, as Johnson couldn't handle the ball. And the Lobos get very lucky in getting a special teams turnover and quick touchdown by Jameis Morrow. All right, well, we'll kick it off again. Boot on the way. This one will go into the end zone, and we'll come back out to the 25-yard line with 4:46 left to play here in the quarter. Oh, we got an offensive touchdown, a special teams touchdown. Now it's a defense's time to get back into this. They gave up a long drive to start the game, but that is not typical of John Barry's defense. All right, second drive. We'll see if they go to their second quarterback. 14 is Braden Hernandez, and he is going to get this series. First down, he'll keep it himself. He picks his way to the 28-yard line for a gain of 3.
Braden Hernandez on the keeper for the Lions. Takes the ball out to the 28-yard line.
Second down and 7 coming up after the game.
Jason Brooks pick up 3 yards on the play, brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Lions.
Four receiver set this time for the Lions. Play action. Hernandez got a little pressure. He pulls it down. Makes a cut, and he's going to be just shy of the first down as he's chased down from behind by Zarius Shepard. It'll make a 3rd down in the yard.
Braden Hernandez on the quarterback keeper takes the ball out to the 33-yard line. In on the tackle for the Lobos.
Well, actually going to mark him shy down at about the
pick up 5 yards on the play, brings him a 3rd and 2.
about the 33-yard line. So 3rd down and 2 coming up now. They started a man in motion before that ball was snapped. Airy gets the handoff, and he's chased down from behind, short of the first down. And that's going to bring up 4th, and he didn't really gain much of anything. It's 4th and almost a legit 2 to go for the first down, and they're going to have to punt. So you got the defense now. We had an offensive drive, a special teams turnover, and a 3 and out for the defense, and it's going great for the Lobos at the moment.
Back in punt formation for the Lions is Jackson Runyon. Back deep for the Lobos, Willie Nelson.
And the punt's going to go out of bounds, so with 3:03 left to play, Lobos are going to start at the 32, leading 14-7. All right, Longview back on offense now. Andrew Tutt got a little bit to play with here with a 7-point lead. Goal now is not to allow them to think they're back in this game. Short gain, maybe a yard on first down. It'll be 2nd down and 9.
Taylor Tatum on the carry.
Tatum gets another carry.
He's stopped there by Khalil Smith after a gain of 2. Brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Lobos.
Second down and about 9 coming up. No, 8 coming up as they marked him down at around the 34-yard line. Tutt back to pass, looking, go middle. Got a man open. That's Calvin Washington. Catches it at the 15. He's going all the way to the house. And the Lobos get another quick score. Long distance, Dylan Boosie. He answers, and the Lobos make it a 20-7 lead on the 64-yard touchdown pitch and catch.
Andrew Tutt was good for 66 yards. In for the extra point attempt for the Lobos.
Well, the Lobos clicking right now. They gave up the opening drive, but since then, nothing doing. All three phases coming through here. Boy, another low snap. Good job by Tutt to get that hold down. Kick is good, 21-7 to score. 2:16 to play in the quarter. We're going to take a break. No, we want to keep it. Frank says keep it here. We're going to stay here with it. By the way, we mentioned earlier, Taylor Tatum this week got his brand new jersey. The jersey that he gets for being a participant in the NBC All-American Bowl. He will do that in January, and he's not alone. There's a group of guys from the district who are on that team. And it's funny because they're not all playing on the same team. Taylor's going to be playing on the, I believe, the East team, and we got a couple of guys playing on the West team. It's kind of a weird setup, but Lufkin's tailback, Hedren Young, is going to be on that game, as well as one of the 40 defensive backs also is going to be in that game as well. We have 3 players from our district who have made their way onto the All-American game. All right, Monsiváis with another kick, and this one again, they're going to let sail into the end zone. They come out to the 25-yard line. 21-7 Lobos on top, and I'm sorry I'm hesitating a little bit. I'm trying to keep up with all the stat stuff that's going on, and without Keaton, I'm kind of being a one-man show, so I apologize for a little bit of the delays on some things, but I think I'm just about there. I think so. And the one that's always tricky is trying to figure out in the program that I've got about a fumbled kickoff and a recovered for a touchdown. It's not as easy as you think. All right, back to action we go. 25-yard line. They go back to their junior. That's Ferner, and he's got a handoff, and we got it back in the open to the 50, the 40. Lobos trying to finally get him down, and they do. All the way inside the 35-yard line, down to about the 34. That's Cooper Clabo on the carry, his first carry of the game.
He's tackled there by Adrian Garrett.
Well, they needed something big, and that was it. Woody Garrett finally got him down, but it took all the way to the Lobo 34-yard line. Ferner back to pass, looking left, got some trouble, throws the ball middle, that's caught, nope, dropped at the 29-yard line. It was in and out of the hands, and yeah, both sides thinking that should have been a catch and fumble, but it was just an incomplete pass. Jaden Simmons was the closest man to it for Longview.
From the Lobo 34-yard line.
And it brings up second down and 10. Inside 2 minutes left to play now here in the first quarter. Lobos with the 21-7 lead. Lions of FRISCO REEDY looking over at that sideline, getting their play in. They'll shift Clabo over a little bit to the left. Quarterback back, rush coming again. He'll step up, launches one deep. Receiver back there, there's some contact. No flag, it looks like. Just an incomplete pass. It'll be third down and 10. A little leery there that you might get a flag on it, but and again, I'm a long way away from where the action is. Looked like there may have been a little contact, but apparently not enough to make it be a thing. And so we've got third down and 10. You kind of feel like the Lions early in this game may be looking at this as a 4-down must-have, trailing by 2 scores already. Third down and 10. Clabo in motion. Oh, excuse me, it's their other receiver in motion. Pass out this way. Looked like knee down, but not a signal. And this is going to be little or no gain. That's Connor McGrath on the catch and run. He gets it to the 33-yard line. That's only a gain of 1. And it's going to bring up fourth down and 9. So here you go. You got to make a decision. Looks like that's already been made. They got to go here. It's kind of giving you a feeling pretty early on that they may recognize they're going to have a hard time keeping up with the Lobos. Cade Hebel's actually in the backfield. There goes Ferner, rolling left. looking deep, got a man there. Did he get a foot down? No, out of bounds. Referee says both feet were out of bounds. McGrath was in, no, it's not McGrath.
Result of the play, the ball goes over on down. Lobos ball, first and
The
10,
intended target that time was number 9, Mason Easley, their slot receiver man. He was open and they had him, but the pass a little bit wide from Ferner, out of bounds, and so the Lobos defense stands up. They'll take the ball at the 33-yard line with 51 seconds to play in the first quarter, leading 21-7. A great start for Longview so far. Mason Washington, the fullback, handoff Taylor Tatum. Up the middle, Taylor comes to about the 39-yard line for a gain of 5. It'll be 2nd down and 5.
Taylor Tatum on the carry, takes the ball off the 33-yard line.
And we are counting down. We're going to have to run one more play. Well, I say that. Let's see. They stopped the clock with 33 seconds left to play in the quarter. Now they're winding it back again. So there is about a 10-second difference between game clock and play clock here in the quarter. We'll break the huddle, and here we go. Handoff. Up the middle, 1st down Lobos across the 45-yard line to about the 46, where Mason Washington's going to get the Lobos a 1st down as we count down the end of this quarter. We'll see if we even run another play as the clock starts running at 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1.
1st and 10 as our first quarter comes to a close.
And we'll end the first quarter. We're staying here during the quarter, though. We've got a special guest.
This is Joe Carroll from
Hey,
the
Joe.
Lobos store.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Well, I'm doing great. It's a little chilly for 61.
I know. It's so just damp. It's just,
As somebody I know told me the other day, dank and dour.
that's
How about
right.
that? Is that a good
well,
combo?
I feel like a total failure because this is probably the first playoff game that I have not brought merchandise with me. Because my son Connor is meeting us here.
Right.
And so I didn't want to be distracted with that. And I have probably 1,000 ponchos that I bet I could have sold a lot of them tonight.
You're empty-handed.
I know.
You don't
gosh.
come empty-handed.
I don't usually come empty-handed, but you know what? It's what a mama does for her baby.
That's exactly right. Well, are you impressed so far?
Yeah, it's a great game. What a great turn of events there in the end zone.
Yes.
To go up 14.
Things flipped in a hurry, and now the Lobos almost feel like you got a little control. If you can get one more here,
That's right.
You kind of put a lot of pressure on FRISCO REEDY. All right, we start the second quarter. First quarter stats, Lobos had 6 first down, REEDY had 5. REEDY had 125 yards of offense, Lobos 133. Handoff to Taylor Tatum, all kinds of trouble and traffic, and he's lucky to get back to the 45-yard line where it's going to be a loss of a yard. It'll be 2nd down and 11.
In on the tackle for the Lions is Khalil Smith. Brings up a 2nd and 11 for the Lobos.
Taylor in the first quarter of this one. He had 7 carries for 44 yards. As he was easily the leading ground gainer on the Lobos side. Cooper Claybo had 1 carry for 41 on the other side. Back to pass, Tut. He's looking, he's going for the home run. He's got DK back there, but the corner comes in just the last second. That's Seth Johnson. Had a chance for an interception, and that ball hung up in that wind. And we talked about the wind coming from that direction. It's blowing in Andrew's face trying to throw deep, and it held up on him that time. And the Lobos a little fortunate not to have a pick going the other direction.
Absolutely.
So 3rd down, 11 coming up now. Just when we were talking about all things going great, now Longview faces a 3rd down and long.
Need another 66-yard pass like Andrew had
Exactly.
a minute ago.
Tut back. He's going to dump this one off. That got red early. Mason blown up by Andrew Sanchez, the outside linebacker, the 195-pound senior, and that's pretty standard for him. He's got 15 tackles for a loss coming into this one, so we're about to punt. Tell us more about the Lobo store, by the way.
Well, we've been super busy the last 2 weeks. Usually playoff season, we're kind of winding down as far as ordering new merchandise. We had some playoff shirts the last week, and things like ponchos and car flags and winter gear, beanies, scarves. They start being more popular during our playoff runs. So I'll probably bring merchandise next week.
Okay.
Wherever it is we play.
See, I like that confident talk.
That's right.
Next week, wherever it is we play. That's the perfect answer.
I feel like it will definitely be here in the Dallas area.
Okay.
I think we play the winner of FRISCO, Wakeland, and Lancaster.
Lancaster, that's
right.
right.
The winner of this game.
That's right.
I say we.
I just hope they let us in the press box next week. That would be nice.
It's really unfortunate. I was looking at the press box a minute ago, just trying to find out who to bring the programs to, and there's plenty of room out there.
You would think.
It's a huge press box.
But apparently not enough room for us. Lobos travel large, apparently.
They do.
All right, well, we'll start a new drive now. 21-7 the score, 10.5 left to play in the half. Hernandez, a second quarterback in. He's trying to go slant, but a little bit short on the delivery. And it's going to bring up second down and 10 as he had a guy, Braylon Evans, who had the inside position, but pass was way short, and it's going to be second down. First pass attempt for Braden Hernandez today. Hernandez, a baseball guy. In fact, he's going to go play baseball at Paris Junior College next year.
Oh, is that right?
Second down 10. Now the Lions have the wind to their back now, so it's a little bit weird to see that first pass fall as short as it did. Lobos showing blitz, and sure enough, here they come. Quick pass, that one's through and actually behind the intended target. He was going again to Evans, and I don't know if Evans thought it was coming to him or to the guy who was actually cutting a little inside of him. There were two receivers running what looked like mirror patterns at different depths, and I think that he may have thought that ball was headed for the other guy instead, and it brings up third down.
Communication there for sure. I feel like that ball has got to be like ice in your hands.
Well, he's not going to have to worry about throwing it this time. Lobos get him back at the 20-yard line. So Hernandez's series have been 3 and outs twice in a row now, 2 incompletes and a sack. And they're going to say Jamerson Derensburg's the guy that got him back at the 20-yard line. First sack of the day for the Lobos. And so it's fourth down. Lobo defense again does its job. Now it'll be Willie back at around the 45-yard line. He took a punt back last week for 57.
This always makes me so nervous.
Punt comes up, but it gets a little wind carrying it. Willie calls for the fair catch at the 46-yard line. And Longview's going to have a short field to deal with after the fair catch.
That Willie Nelson sure is fun to watch, isn't he?
He's fun, and he's a little bit stressful.
Yes. He can be at times.
That's all I'm going to say, a little stressful.
It sure is fun. It makes the game
But it's a good stress. It's a fun stress. As long as you're winning, it's a fun stress.
Yes.
If you're not, you're like, no, Willie, no.
He flies all over the field,
That's
and
right.
you never know where you're going to find him.
As long as he's holding onto the ball.
That's right.
All right, Lobos.
Give that boy some pine tar. I'm sure that's not legal.
I was going to say, I don't think we can sanction that.
Just like it's not in baseball.
Ask George Brett how that worked. If you're old, you remember that story. If you're young, you have no idea.
Yes. I don't think I'll remember that story.
Yeah,
I know
perfect
that
answer. Perfect answer. First down and 10. Lobos back to the ground. Taylor Tatum.
Nice,
what
nice.
A nice cut at the 50. He plows forward to the 47 for a gain of about 7. He's so exciting to watch. And the word I used the other day when I was describing him is he's just smooth. He's
and
just so
strong
smooth.
as a bull ox. Like that lower body gets him some traction. That
Oklahoma's got an unbelievable kid coming their way.
I think it's also going to be fun to watch him on the baseball field.
Yes, he is. All right, second down short after a 7-yard gain. How about another one? Back to him again. First down and more. Cranks it across the 35, down to the 33-yard line. First down, Lobos. Feed Taylor.
He's taken down there by Seth Johnson after a pickup of 15 yards.
Tatum, 63 yards on 10 carries.
Patrick Page, I cannot answer your call right now.
There's a game going on, Patrick.
There is a game. You have to be watching it.
Off we go.
There we go. Oh,
Taylor down to the 14-yard line.
He gets down to the 14-yard line.
As he grabs another 19 yards on the carry.
He's forced out of bounds by
I love the
Khalil
Move the
Smith.
Chains crew. They are the
Lobo
most
ball.
fun
First
crew
and 10
to sit
at the
behind or
REEDY
beside at a
14-yard
ball
line.
game. They've brought many joyous moments to Lobo Nation through the years. Right down there.
Right. All right, first and 10 at the 14, 8:23 left. Handoff up the middle we go. I think that's Boosie in the game. He's going to be down near the 5-yard line.
Kelvin Washington rambles down to the
His
4-yard
first
line.
carry, and he picks up the full 10. They'll make it
Pick up
first
10
down and
yards on
goal.
the play. Good for a Lobo, first and goal.
How about some more to pass along? Longview Lady Lobos beat Mount Pleasant Chapel Hill
Nice.
48-34 basketball. How about Kennedy Bailey with 20?
First and goal.
First and goal. Taylor Tatum right up the middle for the touchdown, and the Lobos go up 27-7. His second score of the game, touchdown number 20 on the year, and how about number 70 for his career? He keeps stacking up the records, and he's making it really hard to catch them.
Oh, I can't imagine. I mean, I know there will be someone because it's Lobo Nation, and we've always got a pipeline of really great running backs and football players, but
Point up by
I bet these
Monsivais.
records are
Up and good, 28-7,
Nice.
7:52 to play. And we're going to take a break real quick. With 7:52 left, it's great seeing you. I appreciate you coming up so
nice
much.
to see you.
We'll come back in just a second here on Longview ISD's presentation of Lobo playoff football.
Longview High School is a public high school in East Texas for students in grades 9 through 12. All students in 9th and 10th grade are a part of the International Baccalaureate Middle Years program. Students may also participate in the IB Diploma and/or the CP program. We offer core dual credit classes as well as the opportunity for students to earn associate's degrees. Many of our students participate in the Career and Technology Education program that has a range of pathways. Students are successful yet challenged daily. Additionally, Longview High School will educate all students to become productive, lifelong learners, and caring, productive citizens in an ever-changing global society.
Well, the Lobos with a 5-play, 54-yard drive. They did a lot of damage in the hands of Taylor Tatum, who ran for all but 10 of that. 28-7 Lobo lead. Monsivais with a wind in his face, short kick to the 10. And the 20, 25, 30, and knocked out of bounds just shy of the 40 at about the 37-yard line. That is Josiah Fuchsa on the kick return. And the Lions will have pretty good position to start. 37-yard line. They have got to have something positive happen quickly, or they're about to see this game get away from them in a hurry. So first down and 10. The alternating quarterback game continues as Ferner comes back into the game, the junior. First down, he's going to roll a little bit and then decides to run. And boy, thought about passing last second, and probably lucky he decided not to because he got in trouble very quickly. Chase Smith is the first guy there. That's going to be a loss back to the 35-yard line.
On the tackle for the Lobos was Chase Smith. No gain on the play. Lion ball, second and 10.
So they're marking back at around the 35, the 36-yard line. They actually lost about a yard on that. So second down and 11. Clock rolling, coming up on 7 minutes left in the half. Ferner with 4 receivers. They'll throw a little screen out to the left. Catch and spin, and really close to the first down is Connor McGrath on the catch. And they're actually going to say he got to the 46-yard line. So first down for REEDY on the catch. They get themselves all ready and then look over to that sideline with that long delay trying to get the play in. They're bunching receivers to the right this time. Airy, the only guy in the backfield. They'll empty it out. Now they'll toss it to him. They get him in space, and he's got about 5 as he crosses the 50 down to the 48-yard line of the Lobos. They're looking for any way they can get Tristan Airy the ball in space. It's a good plan, but the Lobos have done a nice job keeping Lion receivers in front of them. 2nd down and 4 after the 6-yard gain. Werner, handoff this time up the middle. And shy of the first down, looks like just a little bit. Cade Hebel with the carry. Yes. He gets them within a yard of the first down.
He's stopped there by Billy Smith. Bringing up a 3rd and 1.
3rd down and 1. Lobos gonna flip some defensive players around as they hustle onto the field. Christian Williams, big 280-pound sophomore defensive tackle. Want a little more beef up the middle. Handoff going up the middle. That's Khalil Smith, I think, who's come into the game. And ball came out again. Ball's popped out of there. Lobos not acting like they got it, and it's going to be 4th down. That ball was across the first down, but the ball then got fumbled and came backward as Khalil Smith, their hammer guy, lost the thing back to about the 45-yard line. It's going to be 4th down as Mason Easley actually recovered that fumble. And here we go again, same situation we saw at the last quarter. 4th and short, handoff Smith. He's got a 1st down and more. Across the 35 and backs his way to the 30-yard line, gain of 15. Got a little bit of a seam that time off that left side, and if you're the Lions, that's where you want to run. Max Anderson is a 300-plus pounder at left guard, and we said earlier, he's going to Tennessee. There's a reason why he's a D1 offensive line commit, and that's it. He can move guys, and he just made enough space for Khalil to be able to get the 1st down. Lobos, yeah, we're going to have to take a timeout. Lobos were short a player. They were trying to get Chris Wilder onto the field in a hurry, and we'll take a timeout with 4:58 left to play in the half. Of course, coming up at the half, we'll let you certainly hear the bands, and we've got maybe an injury timeout, I think is what they said. So while the players were heading to the sideline, the officials said no, not a full timeout. That was an injury timeout instead. I did not see who got banged up on which side it was, but it allowed Longview to get Chris Wilder, number 5, onto the field. Also out there on defense, 21, Thomas Roel. He had 2 interceptions a couple weeks ago in the season finale, and back at the, actually I think it was here, wasn't it? West Mesquite. All right, so 1st down and 10 for the Lions. Clock starts running again. Under 4.5 minutes left to play in the half. On 1st down, again to the ground. Not much there. 3 maybe for Cade Hebel. That's about it. And it'll be 2nd down and 7.
Down to the 27-yard line. Pick up 3 yards on the play.
It's kind of gotten the feel that maybe they're looking more for big size guys. They kept the ball really out of the hands of Tristan Airy. He's only had 3 carries for 3 yards so far tonight. He'll be the tailback this time. 3 receivers right for the Lions. They get all set, and then they look back over to the sideline. They still got 10 seconds on the play clock as they reset. Game clock under 4. Ferner back to pass, looking deep. McGrath is the intended target. He had a corner and a safety as both Willie and Buda were in the neighborhood. And that ball incomplete. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7.
Defending for the Lobos, Willie Nelson.
Willie, of course, with 17 interceptions in his career. He got a pick 6 last week. He had 8 as a sophomore, 5 as a junior, 4 as a senior. The Oklahoma State commit seems to come up big in big games. 3rd down and 7. Ferner keeping it, deciding he's going to run, not going anywhere. Boy, they got to him in a hurry. And that's going to be a loss back to about the 31-yard line. Zarius Shepard gets him. That is the 8th sack of the season for Shepard. And a really slow developing play that time for the Lions. It seemed to take forever before they decided, and it almost felt like that was going to be a quarterback run. I think he was letting things clear out, but the Lobos kept him in front. Now he got a 4th down again, 4th and about 9, or actually 11, back at the 31-yard line. Werner back to pass, flushed out again. He's going to have some space, 1st down, slides down at the 13-yard line where he gains 18 on 4th and 11.
All the way down to the 13-yard line.
They have had those broken plays that are keeping them in this game. And they're going to mark him down right on the 15-yard line. Where his slide started is where they're going to mark that down. So with 2:50 left to play in the half, rushing in from the airport, Keaton Daniels, pass toward the end zone, got a guy back, intercepted. Willie Nelson gets number 18, and my man shows up, sits in the stands, and Willie grabs another INT.
Hey,
good to see you, Keaton Daniels.
It's good to be here. I show up at the right time. Good play there, a good stop there by Willie Nelson to stop the other team from scoring and to get the ball back to the Lobos. Lobos have been cooking in the first half. I can't say I've been watching, but I've been listening to you. Frank over here in the background. Chuck, you've been doing a good job. I appreciate you guys.
I hope we did you justice.
Yes, sir, you did. I've been enjoying myself. Glad to finally be here. If you guys hear me breathing hard, it's because I'm excited right now. I was rushing to get here from the airport as fast as I could.
Well, you catch your breath, and we'll just let Taylor run a little bit. Taylor Tatum squeezes his way to the 26 for 6 more, and it's 2nd down and 4. This is a dangerous spot right now for the Frisco REEDY Lions. They trail by 3 scores already, and the Lobos deferred after winning the coin toss. They're going to get the ball to start the second half. You don't want to get too greedy right here, but how about a touchdown and another one to start the half, and we'll make it just 42-7 and game over.
Absolutely. You take whatever opportunity that they give you.
Back to the ground. Tatum spun, but backs his way. Almost got the 1st down. They'll stop him at the 28-yard line, where it's 3rd down and 2.
He's taken down at the 33-yard line.
Yeah, good tough run there by Taylor. It looked like he got almost face mask, but they got around him and made a good clean tackle. But tackled him forward to make up a 3rd and short for the Lobos.
Jamerson Derensburg coming in at tight end. Mason Washington checks out, 3rd down and 2, going for a little bit more size on the offensive line. Handoff to Tatum, 1st down.
And he's still rolling
and still going as he gets down to the 32-yard line, and they'll move the chains. 4-yard gain on 3rd and 2.
You gotta love the playoff style football. You gotta love the effort that these Lobos is playing with right now. They smell that this team that is almost on the verge of tapping out, and so they're out there trying to get this. They're out there trying to score as fast as they can. Them getting the 1st down right there is kind of setting everything up. So be careful for a play action pass coming up.
Boosie in the game. He gets the handoff, got a little seam, and gets to the 40-yard line as he picks up 8. Well, they make him 39-yard line, gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's tackled there by Andrew Sanchez.
Well, right now they are leaning on the defense for REEDY. And we've talked before, it's disheartening when you know the run's coming and you can't stop it.
Absolutely.
They go back to it again, and again Boosie churns his way to the 43-yard line for a 1st down.
Now that we got that 1st down there, Coach King is electing to take a timeout. As the chains moving. Actually, he didn't. They just stopped the clock just to get the chain settled. Now the clock is wound back up here. So
Lobos moving a little quicker now as we're down to 34 seconds to play in the half. They've run. Let's see if they go to the air. Play action. Back to pass. Looking deep for Harrison. Ethan with the crossing route, and the ball knocked away. There's a flag.
There we go.
Look at the 15-yard penalty on that.
Even though Ethan didn't catch the ball, he did a good job of putting the defender on his shoulders. Soon as he went up to go get the ball, the defender didn't have no choice with him playing out of position. He had to interfere with him making that catch. And just like a receiver is supposed to play, he's able. If he can't make the catch, he's able to get the call there. So that's pass interference. That's 15 yards going our way. So we're in the green zone.
Yeah, the ball. They shouldn't be way up there. The ball should be back here. This was a play that was starting at the Longview 43-yard line. So marking it off from there will put it at the Frisco REEDY 42. That's better. That's about right.
You got a couple deep plays, a couple deep shots that you can try to make if you can. With the ball right here on the 40-yard line with 20 seconds to go here, you want to try to get some positive plays going in your favor right now.
And with that and 20 seconds left, Lobos decide they will take a timeout now. They've still got 2 left. Now the wind is blowing in the face of Anthony Monsivais, so trying to kick, you probably have to get a little bit closer because we got about a 15-mile-an-hour wind blowing. Yeah,
and it's looking like it's blowing towards us too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, it's in his face. You probably feel you got to get down around the 15 or 20-yard line, probably at the outside. That would be about a 37-yard try with that wind. Well, the Lobos came out starting this game. They gave up an opening 75-yard scoring drive. And from that point on, it has been all Longview. They answered with their own drive following a pretty good return by Boosie to near midfield.
Oh, yeah, it took us their first drive for us to figure out what they was trying to do. Once we got that turnover on special teams, it seems like our defense has been playing on all cylinders right now.
Lights out,
yes,
no question. All right, first down, 42. Play action. Tut looking long again. Trying to put one up for Boosie, and just a little bit wide of him at around the 10-yard line. It'll bring up second down and 10.
Taylor Tatum did an excellent job of picking up the blitzer to give Tut a little bit more time to make that throw. Just put a little bit too much on it to where Boosie wasn't able to get under and make a big play there. But I love the idea there. Anytime you guarding him or Taylor Tatum one-on-one, man, I don't think they have anybody that can guard you.
No, I wouldn't think. We haven't seen it yet. Clock shows 13 seconds left. Lobos still have a couple of timeouts. We're going to do a little tricky stuff here. Hand off to Tatum on the reverse. He's going to have to either go long or get down. 7 seconds. He gets a little seam, knocked out of bounds inside the 5-yard line with 3 seconds left to play in the half. And the Lobos, I'm sure, will take the timeout now. Of course, he's out of bounds, so the clock stops here. Now you got a chance for 3, or do you get greedy and try to get 7?
With 3 seconds left, just go ahead and take the 3 points here. He did a good job of getting out of bounds with 3 seconds left. Even though we're taking the timeout, we didn't want to rush our kicking team out there to be able to kick this field goal here.
All right, so the timeout will give Anthony Monsivais a chance to get himself settled and then give the coaching staff a chance to see, is that what we want to do?
Absolutely.
You got a little time to think about it.
Yeah. Points is pivotal right now. Even though we're working with a 21-point lead, it's playoffs. Anything can happen. You want to take all the points you can get going into halftime. You taking 3 points right now is better than you still not taking any. So I would love to still get the 3 points, unless Coach King has something up his sleeve, and I'm not going to question his play call.
I don't think I would. He'll hear you if you do, and then you're going to have to deal with it.
Absolutely.
All right, so at the 5-yard line, Lobos are deciding we'll take the 3, or at least attempt to take the 3. By the way, that run from Taylor gives him 135 in the first half. We'll talk about the significance of that in just a minute. Anthony Monsivais with the field goal attempt. It is up. It is good from 22 yards away as the clock hits all zeros. And how's that for a first half?
That was a picture-perfect way to end the first half. Lobos has been cooking all first half. You're looking to keep that rolling. You got all the momentum here, and with us starting with the ball in the second half, this FRISCO REEDY team, they're gonna try to throw everything against you.
There's not much that could have gone better for Longview in that first half. Here's the way the stats look. FRISCO REEDY had 8 first down, 101 yards rushing, but a big chunk of that was on 1 carry. They were 6 of 13 throwing the football for just 69 yards. They are 3 of 8 on third down conversions, 2 of 3 on fourth downs, but one of those fourth downs they missed set up the Lobos with a chance to go score. 14 first downs for Longview, 179 yards on the ground, 3 of 6 passing for 66 yards, and the Lobos have 2 of 3 third down conversions. All right, the bands are coming out. Keaton and I are going to be quiet and let you enjoy the performances, and we'll come back as we get ready to start half number 2. Longview 31, FRISCO REEDY 7, with our presentation of Longview playoff football here on Longview ISD's Facebook page.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Reedy High School halftime show featuring the Reedy Band and the gems of Reedy High School, the Sapphire Night Line. The Sapphire dance officers from left to right are Senior Lieutenant Lindsey Brill, Senior Lieutenant Lindsey Todd, Junior Lieutenant Lila Knob, Sophomore Lieutenant Stella Schroeder, and Junior Lieutenant Brooklyn May. The Sapphire social officers are President Gracie Blyland, Service Chair Caroline Krebs, Spirit Chair Avery Dunn, Sister Chair Mary Kate Hall, and Unity Chair Emma Johnson. The Sapphires and directors would like to thank the Sapphire Booster Club and parents for all that they do for the team. We are grateful for your dedication and support. And now the Sapphires will perform the traditional Sapphire kick to applause. The Sapphire managers are Savannah McKay, Molly Gallagher, and Shreya Balasubramanian. The Sapphires are under the direction of Christy Platt and Victoria Meese. This evening, the Reedy Band will present a few fan favorites for your halftime enjoyment. Please clap along as the band performs the 70s classic, The Hey Song. 1960s classic, The Land of a Thousand Dances. And now, Reedy Lions, get on your feet as the Reedy Band finishes with the Reedy High School fight song. The Reedy Band is under the field direction of drum majors Ethan Venable, Rhea Monet, and Aaron Lee. The Reedy High School band directors are Paul Hoyer, Jeremy DeWinter, Scott Baldwin, and Emily McGee. The color guard director is Danny Martinez and is assisted by Aria Fuller. The principal of Reedy High School is John Eric Zaire. The director of fine arts for FISD is Preston Hazard, and the assistant director of fine arts is Chris Kanzler. The superintendent of FRISCO ISD is Dr. Mike Waldrop. Have a great night and enjoy the rest of the game. Ladies and gentlemen, the Longview Independent School District is proud to present to the field for 59 years the 2023-2024 LHS US. Officers this year are left to right: Senior Lieutenant Allison Reed, Senior Lieutenant Ava Wilcox, Senior Lieutenant Haley Sanders, Junior Lieutenant Jayla Beecham, and in the center, your captain, Senior Emily Gerald. The Vuettes will now entertain you with their palm routine, To Be Loved. committee members for this year are President Farrah Woods, Vice President Julie Sanchez, Chaplain Amelia Bailey, Senior Liliana Zuniga, and Junior Avery Lambright. The Vuettes are under the direction of Mrs. Debbie McGowan and assisted by Mrs. Meg Lawrence. And now, the 2023 Longview High School Majorettes will perform a dance twirl routine to Let's Get Loud. Ladies and gentlemen, under the field direction of drum majors Layla Johnson, Christina Guerrero, and Lainey Weber, the Longview Independent School District proudly presents the award-winning Longview High School Lobo Band. This is the Big Green Marching Machine. All right, Lobo fans, on your feet as the big green marching machine marches the Rockadell off the The students and directors of the Lobo Band would like to thank all parents, community members, and LISD for their continued support this season. We would also like to thank our sponsors for this year: Jodak Office Outfitters, Chick-fil-A, Whataburger East Texas, Longview Regional, Eric Dodge Insurance Agency, and Sorey & Hoover LLP. Thank you for your kind attention to tonight's performance, and as Mr. Brewer always said, go Lobos! Kicking off for the Lions, Jackson Runyon. Back deep for the Lobos, Willie Nelson and Kelvin Washington.
All righty, welcome back. We get ready to start half number 2. Lobos big 31-7 lead. Keaton, you didn't get to see a lot of it, but not bad what you saw.
Absolutely. I came in right on time. We got a turnover by Willie Nelson catching an interception in the end zone to prevent them from scoring, and then we went on down to kick the field goal to be able to put us up by 24 going into halftime. And now we're cooking. We're getting ready to start out with the ball again. So I'm looking to see us try to extend this lead a little bit more and get this game over with early.
And really, this drive, I think probably John King in the locker room said this is the most important drive of the season. Whether it is or not, they're going to kick short and try to recover, but not happening. DK Reese comes up and grabs that thing, and that's one of those attempts to try to steal a possession. It's not an onside kick, but it's one that you're not necessarily expecting. And if you're the Lions of Frisco REEDY, you got to have to steal possessions here pretty quick.
Absolutely. I guarantee you they're going to come out right now probably blitzing us. If we're under center, they're going to come out trying to get us out of here quickly to try to get the ball back to that offense.
All right, so Lobos on offense. Fernando Longoria will get the rest of the offensive line in a sec. His first down, it's going to be a handoff. Mason Washington, nothing doing as he stood up at the 38-yard line for a loss of 1. Jacoby Watts, Tavion Morgan, Jamorian George, Cameron Murray, great job in the first half. Cedric Mitchell, the tight end. DK Reese, Ethan Harrison on the outside, Andrew Tutt, the quarterback, and looks like we're going to get a little Mason Washington and now Boosie coming into the game as well.
Oh yeah, we haven't. There's no sight of Taylor right now, so it's running back by committee. But we got plenty of guys that can handle the depth for us. So with us with a commanding lead, looking for us to try to control this game more so by running it and try to get this team outflanked.
A little more precipitation as humidity's picking up along with the wind. Handoff to Mason Washington, and he's going to go up to about the 43-yard line. Gain of about, 5 or 6. So it's going to bring up third down. Get a first down up at around the 49-yard line.
Yeah, so it looked like Coach King the first two plays, especially that second place. He went with a different formation to try to get an extra defender outside of the box, just because he knew he was going to run the ball, and he was successful to be able to get a little bit more than what he got on first down.
Whoa, high snap. Tutt's got to find it. He'll fall on it back at the 36-yard line, and that's a quick 3 and out in the wrong direction. Little hot snap coming back and maybe a little bit high. Looked like Andrew wasn't really ready for it. And the Lobos are going to be 3 and having to punt.
Not the way that you want to start your second half, going 3 and out. You get 2 run plays and then you bobble the snap on the third down. You didn't get a chance to get it going. So hopefully the defense can come out and get a stop here and get the ball right back to the offense.
Monsivias with the punt. He had a lot of traffic around him, but that thing hung up in the air and will be fair caught in traffic. Josiah Fuchsia with the fair catch reception at the 30, and there's a flag down. They may have gotten into that little circle or window that's allowing him to catch the ball without any interference, and if that's the case, they're going to add 15 onto this.
Yeah, that's the 15 that you do not want to see. That gives them the ball right there at the 50-yard line. So look for something big here. You want to be smart on the defense. Watch for a big play because you got a team right now that's on the brink of getting blown out. So they're looking for any type of momentum that they can.
Well, that's not what you're wanting. That 15-yard penalty is going to move the thing up to near the midfield at the 48-yard line. And on first down, handoff and nothing doing. Boy, that Lobo defense all over. Kaysen Brooks is the first one there. And nothing for Tristan Airy, and they have really kept him in control today.
That was an excellent blitz call by Coach Barry. Kaysen Brooks, he read the open gap, man, and he hit it like a missile. and he was able to stop the running back from even get going there for a loss of downs.
Second down, Hernandez, the quarterback, rolling, throwing, got a man, catches it near the sideline, avoids a couple of tackles, and finally gets dropped at the 39-yard line. Connor McGrath, the receiver, and it's going to bring up a first down at the 39-yard line.
That's going to be big for us. We got to be able to minimize the run after catches for us. So as soon as the defender catches the ball, you got to be able to get a hat out there in front of him and be able to stop him.
Picked up 15 on the play, and it's first down at the 39-yard line. Ball loose for them now as it goes back to the 47-yard line. So we did it, they did it now, and he puts them way back, second down and about 18 back around the 46 or 7-yard line.
And something telling me he wasn't going to have much of a chance to be able to get rid of that ball as fast as he wanted to anyway, because Jamison Darrensburg was right there on him as fast as possible.
I'll tell you what, wind really starting to pick up. We knew there were going to be about 17-mile-an-hour gusts. They're coming right now.
Feels like me and Frank doing a baseball game. Everything is just hitting us hard right now.
Second down, man in motion is easily. Quarterback acts like he's keeping it, has a man at his feet, double pumps, and now he's sacked. Back at the 45-yard line. That Lobo pass rush finally got there, and Darrensburg's the guy that secures the sack back at the 45 of REEDY, and now it's third and forever.
It was an excellent job there by the defense, knowing that it was second and forever. We wasn't going to bite on the run play, knowing that they got forever to go to get there. We was just going to rally to them and tackle them. So instead, everybody stayed home. Nobody was open. Quarterback didn't have nowhere to go and have to take a bigger loss. Now it's third and really forever.
They got to get to the 29 for a first down. Third down, 25. Braden Hernandez back to pass. Pressure coming. He's got time. Throws it deep, and when the wind behind him overshoots his target by about 5 yards, and it's fourth down.
You can tell it's a little slippery out there. Referee out there slipping as well. Roel was he was playing excellent zone coverage, being the over top safety. Made the quarterback have to put too much air on it because he wasn't able to dump it into him. And Roel did an excellent job in coverage, brings up fourth down. Lobos answer on defense, which they have been doing all game long, except for the first drive. So you love to see it continue.
Jackson Runyon on the punt. Willie Nelson back at his 20. Kick gets out of there. Willie will chase it down at the 22-yard line. Gets to the 30, 35, and down to about the 36-yard line as he picks up 14 on the punt return.
Willie did an excellent job in making defenders miss. I counted about 5 guys that had him corralled, and he was able to make nothing. He was able to make something out of nothing to give the Lobos a little bit more room to work with. So you got to love that.
All right, Lobos went 3 and out the first time. They basically give up one first down and force the same thing on the Lions of FRISCO REEDY. And so we would like to have a scoring drive. 7.5 to play in the third. Andrew Tutt back out at quarterback. 1,396 yards this year throwing the football. The big number, just 1 interception, 14 touchdowns, 1 pick. To the ground go the Lobos. That's Boosie up ahead to about the 38-yard line, gain of 3.
7-yard line. He's tackled there by Khalil Smith.
Second down and 7.
Brings up a 2nd and 7 for the Lobos.
Tutt walking over. He's going to get the play from Coach King. And, of course, that offensive coaching staff, Chris Valerie, Oscar Wilson, Jalen Claiborne, Chad Hancock, Spencer Borens, C.J. Luttinger, and David Ashley. 2nd and 7. Again to the ground, and nothing doing that time. Blown up in a hurry by the Lions. And that's the big guy we mentioned early in the game. That's 99, Luka Akatarva, who had 10 tackles for loss and 9 sacks coming into tonight.
And right on cue, this team, they're knowing that we're working with a big lead. We're going to do anything we can to try to run the ball. And so they're just putting as many people as they can in the box to try to minimize us from making a big game.
All right, we want to let people know we are getting a little more precipitation than we expected. We're going to have to shut down some cameras until the rain blows through us. So We're going to have a one-camera shot. Handoff. There's Boosie in the loose. He's got the 40. Can they catch him? The 20, the 10, the 5. Touchdown, Lobos.
This is what I mean earlier. Being that Taylor wasn't out there, you got running backs that can handle the job. The sophomore Mason comes in, makes a guy miss, and he goes to the house with it. That's a guy that can handle it. That can take it anytime he gets a chance to, as he just did, taking it 50-plus yards for a touchdown to put us up even more.
I appreciate you correcting that. It was Mason 23, not Boosie 20 with the run. Either way, it doesn't matter. The Lobos go long distance and make this now a 37. Let's make it 38-7 ball game. 6 minutes exactly to play in the third quarter, and the Lobos have stretched this out a little bit more. We're going to keep going. Frank says keep going.
Keep it rolling, keep it rolling.
He's just going to keep me working all night long.
That's all right. That's all right. You was handling it down earlier by yourself, but I'm here to help you. So whatever we need to do, we're going to make it work.
Well, I appreciate you saving me on that one, because Mason gets the credit certainly for the touchdown run. Lobo drive. Hang on a second. It blinked out on me. 2 plays, 65 yards. As Mason took that 62 to the house. Lobos dial up long distance, and really is starting to bulge in the direction of Longview. Now 241 yards in 26 carries. That's a solid 8 yards a carry average.
That was big, because man, once Mason got out there in the open field, he really was able to show you his true speed.
Well, he ran like Boosie. That's what was a little bit confusing.
He did. He really got out there. He looked impressive out there in that open field.
I didn't expect that kind of speed from him. Here's with the wind in the face of Anthony Monsalve, short kick, caught, no fair catch, and they'll go down at the 25 anyway. So that's where the Lions will start now. Frisco REEDY in a world of hurt. They got out to a 7-0 lead in this game, and since then it has been all Lobos.
Yep, scoring 38 unanswered points. If you're a Lobo fan, as many of you are, you got to be happy with this outcome. So shout out to the Lobos. They came out and they're coming out and doing their thing, especially in the playoff game. They didn't get down after the first score from this Frisco REEDY team. Them going out and scoring the way that they did on us, they just came back and answered and been very resilient this whole game.
REEDY's pretty much going to have to give up on the pass. Ferner in there now, the junior, and he's going to get dropped back at the 20-yard line. Almost like he got tangled up with his offensive lineman. But I think
and I'll tell you what, he's a little slow getting up now, so he's starting to feel these hits as well. Anytime you got to tee off and you're in a passing situation and our defense knows it, it's almost lights out. It's good luck as have a meeting at the quarterback, because they're out there, they're smelling blood, they're smelling kill, and they're trying to go get them.
2nd down and 15. That's all kinds of problems now. You can't really run the football. You know the pass rush is coming after you, and so do the guys in the secondary. They'll run a little jet sweep this time with McGrath, and he's going to get dumped hard. Boy, what a tough tackle at about the 32-yard line.
It was an excellent open field tackle there. I couldn't make out who it was that made it.
But Buddha with the tackle.
Oh yeah. Buddha lowered his head down and met him right there in the hole. And once he hits you, you're definitely not going to break free.
Well, Lobos trying to get players off. 4 players are getting in, and they had the chance to do that. I think there was a substitution on the other side, so they get 4 new guys in. Ferner back to pass. He's got pressure coming, gets rid of it, and it's dropped. In and out of the hands of Hickerson, and it's going to be 4th down and 4.
Yeah, with this precipitation, when you got players screaming down on you, you're starting to feel it a little bit. You can't just catch the ball cleanly and take up running with it. And when you knowing that you're down by as big as you are, you can't come back in one play. So probably thinking about too much, and we'll take the incompletion because they're back putting the ball.
Yeah, 4th and 4 is a little bit long, even trailing by 38-7. You know, with 2-point conversions and all, you're 31 points down. You're only 4 scores.
Yes.
You'd like to make it 5 and really hurt their heart here. Kick to Willie, gets a good bounce to him back at the 27.
Oh, yes,
Makes
sir.
the 35, and still on his feet across the 40. He's just dynamic and magic when he's got it going, and he's got it going right now.
Yeah, he's showing you he's showing you his old running back days, because a lot of people don't know. They just know him playing corner and see his ball skills, but he actually used to be a running back too as well, and he can definitely handle the ball.
So the Lobos now with a 38-7 lead. The weather's not going to help Frisco Reedy at all right now. Trying to come back, knowing there's a slick ball. Their only best shots probably are trying to rip it away from Lobo runners. 41-yard line, first down and 10. They'll go to the ground. Up the middle, how about another one? We're gonna break one outside again, to the 30, to the 20, inside the 15. This time it's Boosie, who will get it down to the 12-yard line, and it's first down and 10 again.
Say we got over 200 yards rushing. We're about to make it 300 yards rushing, because they just seem to cannot stop us. They thought they was gonna be a physical team or want to play physical ball with us, but they're looking like they're starting to get out physical, because man, when we start pounding you and pounding you and pounding you, we don't give up at all.
27 carries, 288 for Lobo backs. They're now averaging better than 10 yards a carry.
Gotta love it.
First and 10 at the 12. To the ground again. And maybe 2 to the 10-yard line, second down and 8.
He takes the ball down to the 10-yard line.
Having a stable of running backs pays off.
The Lions, Cody Tabor.
Tonight on the ground,
Second and 8.
Taylor with 16 for 135. Mason 4 for 75. Boosie 6 for 73. We could have 300-yard rushers tonight.
And I guarantee you, I don't think I've seen that happen before.
And off again. Nice little move. Burrowing down near the 6-yard line as Boosie picks up another 4 yards.
Not going down with ease, fighting for everything he can get. He's showing you that he's loving the moment, and he's going to fight for everything he can out there. As looking like we're going for a jumbo situation here, or a big back situation here. We got third down. We got third and short here, third and 4.
Tuck will bring in the play. In the backfield with him, he's just going to have Boosie again. A lot of big bodies in there, though. No receivers show up in this set. Hand off to Boosie, and still on his feet. He gets into the end zone. Let's add another 6 to the score, and it's 44-7 with 2:50 left in the third.
Just a play ago, we was talking about the effort and him not giving up. That run, that touchdown play was off of sheer effort. He was stopped early. He wasn't looking like he was going to get the first down, but him bouncing off tackles, him having the will to continue to keep running, he was able to get in and score for the Lobos, and we're stretching our lead out even more and more.
Monsivius on for the point after. It's good. It's 45-7. 2:50 left to play as we keep it here. Some more for you. Jug Zach starting this game. Keaton Daniels coming in at halftime and carrying us home.
Oh, I don't know about that. You're leading the way here, and I'm just hanging on with you.
No, you're carrying us right now. Lobos led this at halftime, 31-7. They've scored twice in this third quarter.
Yeah, it's been all Lobos, and it's been on the ground with ground and pound. We've had two big running plays here to kind of get us going. And this Frisco Reedy team, they just don't know what's going on. We're giving up. They haven't scored at all. I think probably ran 7 or 8 plays on offense. This defense is looking dominant. They're teeing off on them because they know they're in a passing down situation. And the offense is just doing their thing too, just running the ball down their throats.
All right, Monsivius with the kickoff. Wind in his face. It's a short Poochie kick. It'll be fair caught at the 29-yard line. And so that's where the Lions will start now, trailing 45-7. So you're on the other sideline. You're Coach Cole. You've got a team that was 12-1 a year ago, 10-1 this year. You haven't been handled up on like this in at least 3 years. What do you say?
I don't care what you say. From a Lobos perspective, I'm happy because this team put us out in the playoffs in baseball, and the way that they did it, it just left a bad taste in my mouth. So being able to stick it to them like we are right now in football, I couldn't be more happy to doing it. It was a team that, judging by their records, you're quite surprised by the outcome right now. But we're playing our best ball, and you got to love it.
The one play they've been able to get some success with here has been that jet sweep. Mason Easley takes that one for 12 yards, and they get a first down.
No disrespect to REEDY. They're a fine football team. Just playing a great Lobo team right now. They're just clicking on all cylinders. And, man, the momentum game playing football in high school is a big thing, and Longview just has it.
Braden Hernandez back in there at quarterback as they continue to shuffle quarterbacks. Hand off to Airy. Boy, nowhere to go as he's losing a yard back to the 41-yard line. And we have seen outstanding backs all year long, guys who are going to Division I schools. Airy's not that guy yet. He's a smaller back. What they have done to him tonight, that's 5 carries, 2 yards.
Yeah.
He has almost 1,500 on the year. Airy empties the backfield. They'll throw short instead. It's Nickerson. He will go down inside the 45 to the 47-yard line.
Yeah, that little zone read or they're running from the shotgun like that, it's not a recipe for success for this team or any team that we played against. Got to be a little bit more creative or get under the gun, get under the center. We don't see a lot of teams doing that now, so that's why we're having a lot of success.
1:48 left, third down, about 5 at the 47-yard line. They got to get on the Lobo side of the 50 to get themselves another set of downs. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left of Braden Hernandez. They're going to play action, pressure coming, got away for the first rush. Second chance, a pass that's way short of the target, and it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, the Lobos all over him. Horton was in there, Shepard was in there. They got pass rushers coming for days, it felt like.
Excellent job by the defensive line getting out there to the quarterback. The secondary and linebackers doing a good job in coverage. Once they started seeing the quarterback scramble a little bit, they didn't let off the receivers. They was covering them tight. So they give up the incompletion there. It brings up 4th down.
And they're going 4th and 5. Well, they're gonna. I guess at the moment they realize we can't stop the Lobos from 70 yards away. What does it matter if they're 50 yards away?
That's true.
4th down and 5. Quarterback, little pump fake, gonna air one up, and nope, out of bounds. Threw it way wide of the intended target as Hickerson was his guy, or Easley rather was his target. And the Lobos are going to get it in great field position again.
And he never saw it. He never saw the ball. He threw that ball way out of bounds. He kind of gave up on it as soon as the play was unfolding.
1:32 left to play in the third quarter, an all Lobos quarter. We'll see how much longer John King keeps the starters out there. You kind of figure as we roll into the fourth quarter, we may see some guys get some playing time here in the playoffs.
Absolutely.
They got some last week with that 59-7 win over Porter. Andrew Tutton's still the guy right now, though. And we're going back to the ground. Mason Washington across the 45 to the 44-yard line, gain of about 3.
Mason Washington on the carry.
Looking like with a minute and a half left to go in the ball game, the Lobos are in control.
Well, in the third, we still got to do a fourth.
I'm sorry, you're right.
I would have been happy with that.
Hey, me being a little off today,
That's
coming
right.
coming in late. So
move us out of here.
Yeah, but with us in control right now in the third quarter, we're looking like we're not in any rush and running plays. As the play clock is almost down to 10. We're just trying to play our game and just get out of here and get into the fourth quarter, and let's see what we can do from there.
And off again. Again, first down Lobos. This time I believe it's Boosie. It is out across the 35 to the 33-yard line as he picks up another 12.
If you're watching this game, especially in the second half, may be a little bit of a resemblance of watching Michigan play. Michigan, I think, had 30 run plays in a row, and that's what we've been doing in the second half.
We haven't thrown a ball in the second half.
No, not at all.
And I don't know that we will.
No, we shouldn't. We don't have to.
Nope. First down, 33-yard line. How about another run up near the 30-yard line? Mason goes for 3.
Mason Washington on the carry, takes the ball down to the 31-yard line.
2nd down and 8. They gave him 2 on the play. So here's where we are now. 95 for Boosie, 79 for Mason. We'll flip the ends of the field as we start the 4th quarter. When we come back, you're watching Longview playoff action on Longview ISD's Facebook page.
I'm just a product of Longview and LISD. They want their students to be successful, to get good grades, to feel safe, and focus on what's important. LISD has just countless opportunities. That's just integral in grounding a student and allowing them to fulfill their potential. LISD has just really prepared me in that I feel I'm a very well-rounded person. I know I'll be able to do amazing things, and I wouldn't have been able to do that without Longview ISD.
All right, we welcome you back. 4th quarter about to start. We are enjoying bringing you this presentation of Lobo football here on Longview ISD's Facebook page, our student-led presentation, and we're going to make sure in this 4th quarter we share the names of the kids who are making this possible. We've been hamstrung by cameras and rain. I think that's starting to back off a little bit. We may get cameras back operational again. But we start the 4th quarter. Lobos facing a 2nd down and 8 at the 31. I formation to start with. Tutt at quarterback. Buster Mumphrey, the fullback, and boy, Boosie got hit in the hole and then got wiped out. Sanchez, a linebacker, first one to hit him. That's going to be loss of a yard. It'll bring up 3rd down and 9.
Bringing up a 3rd down here. Looks like we're ways away from just settling for a field goal. Love to see what Coach King does, but we got a lead right now that's insurmountable. It doesn't look like this team is going to be able to come back from it. So Coach King may just settle for another run as we bringing in our receiver here. So
at stake in this game is a chance to get into the regional semifinals. That means you get either FRISCO Wakeland or you get Lancaster next week. More than likely back here in the Metroplex. Handoff on 3rd down and 9, and Buster Mumphrey getting his first carry of the game, gets it to the 31-yard line. It'll be 4th down and 8.
To give you a quick score of that game, Lancaster is up 21-10 with 6 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. I repeat, Lancaster is up 21-10, so it's looking like if that score continues, we'll have a rematch of Lancaster and Longview again.
Well, how many times will this have been now? Because you start looking at, didn't we meet in the playoffs a few years ago?
We met in the playoffs 2 years in a row.
Yeah.
2 years in a row. Then we got in the district last year. Played them again, of course, this year. So you're looking at a team that we've been in control of. We've won 4 games straight against them. I guarantee you, with them facing us again, they're as a team that got into the playoffs from the last week of the season. They're feeling like they're rolling it.
Yeah.
They're ready for us.
I said I want to mention our kids. Jaden Massey, Karina Serta, Paige Rucker. If not for them, you would not have this presentation because they've been hammering it up here today in inclement weather to make sure that this presentation gets on for you folks to see. So, do you see him at school this next week? Well, you won't see him next week. It's Thanksgiving week.
You got Thanksgiving
Never
break
mind.
here,
You're going to have to wait till after we win next week to see him the week after and thank him for getting this game on for you. All right, back on offense go the Lions. And they go back to Ferner, and boy, that's a dangerous little pitch. They're going to call that an incomplete pass. His receiver was actually just a step or two in front of him, Harry the tailback, and so it's 2nd down and 10, but that had danger written all over it.
It looks like there was a little bit of a forward pass, but so referee called it an incomplete pass, and that brings up 2nd down here. But we got flags on the play. I guarantee you it's a personal foul on sportsmanlike penalty on this FRISCO team as they were just blocking too late after the whistle.
After the play, after the whistle. Well, you had half of that right. Personal foul, but on the wrong team.
And I don't get it because the FRISCO player was driving our player into the ground. way after the whistle, so I don't know what the referee saw. But anyway, he has a closer eye than I do, but it didn't look good from this angle.
So it'll give the Lions a first down at the 41-yard line. Get a little heavier miss now. Ferner back to the ground this time. And there's Airy, Tristan Airy, who goes across the 50 to about the 48 of Longview as he picks up 13 and far and away his best run of the night.
Yeah, he got a little bit more open lane there, especially with us being in our sub package here. As he's checking out of the game, he's looking like he's a little gimpy as he's running off to the sideline. And we're subbing. When they bring in somebody, we have a chance to counter that at the same time too.
Yeah, Chris Wilder in the game, Morrow in the game. Still got a lot of the starters. Shepard's out there. Derensburg's out the boy. Derensburg tried to time the jet sweep that time. He almost jumped Morrow, making the tackle uneasily at the 45-yard line after a gain of 3, and Morrow gives up hobble just a little bit.
They're having a little success right now, so with the running game and with a lead like we have right now, we're probably just okay with just letting them run the ball.
Oh yeah, 9 minutes and a little change left. Ferner back to pass. Got a man caught at the 35-yard line. That's McGrath, and he'll go out of bounds there, but he'll have a first down at the 35.
Hey, receiver, he was able to find an open zone there. He settled in on the hitch route, and the quarterback found him. And he was able to make a play to get a first down and continue to keep their drive alive.
I told you at the beginning, McGrath's kind of their guy. 36 catches, 727. He averages 20 yards a catch and had 10 touchdowns out of that. Back to pass, Ferner. Got a man caught inside the 30. That'll be down near the 20-yard line, and that's McGrath again, who picks up 15 and another first down.
Running a little rub route that time. With us playing zone, that was just that slant. It was just wide open there.
Clock restarts on the first down after they mark the ball down. 8:30 and counting. REEDY had scored at least 32 points in every game this year. Ferner back to pass, going to run and gets away from the first wave, trying to outrun the second. Oh, he gets hard hit near the sideline.
He takes the ball down to the 17-yard
Was that
line.
Chase Smith that got him?
Yeah.
I think it was Chase that got him. He chased him down and then laid him out. Oh, no, that was Shepard.
Yeah, Shepard.
That was Shepard with the second hit, and he's the one that made him feel that 3-yard gain.
Oh, yeah. For the quarterback to take off running as far as he did, you got your defensive end. We're getting a lot of offers here lately. You see him looking alive.
Hebel trying to run wide, just can't outrun the speed of the Lobos. Willie Nelson takes him out of bounds. He picks up a few, but not enough for the first down. It'll bring up third down, shy by about a yard of the first.
Brings up a 3rd and 1 for the Lions.
The Lions themselves had 3 shutouts this game. Frisco Liberty 58-0, Sherman 59-0, Frisco Heritage 41-0. But they're running into a team that's just more physical, I think, than they've seen all year long. Oh yeah. Back to the ground, trying to get that first. Khalil Smith in there, and he drags a man across the 10-yard line and gets the first at the 9-yard line. His most effective drive of this game was the first one when he got the ball inside the red zone and got the so far lone touchdown for the Lions.
He had to work for it. It took him all the way down to fourth down.
You're right about that.
To be able to get into the end zone. And after that, it's been all Longview since then.
First and goal at the 9. Lobos shuffling some more players in and out as Brooks comes out of the game. Empty backfield as Airy goes away. Ferner looking other direction. Got a little lane to run. Has to try to make a move. Can't do it as he's not getting away from Brendan Reese, who takes him down after a gain of maybe 2. It'll be second down and goal.
Excellent open field tackle there by Brendan Reese. Quarterback looked like once he got out of the pocket, he was going to have some extra running room to make, but the defense was able to collapse in on him very quickly there, and Brendan Reese made an excellent open field tackle.
6:40 left and counting. Lobos up huge, 45-7. Harry the back, Ferner play action, throws that little slant again, this time nothing doing. It'll bring up third down and goal.
Excellent job by Willie playing a little bit more tighter coverage on him, knowing that the splits that he had, he was lined up really wide. It didn't look like he was going to run a fade because he didn't give the quarterback much room to work with. And instead, he ran a slant, and Willie was guarding him perfectly.
Clock stops, 6:18 left. Third down and goal from the 7. Well, if it's Lancaster, we met each other back in the end of September. Lobos won 52-35. Burner one more time, looking, throws, got a man open, touchdown. And he's had a couple drops, Mason Easley rather, number 9 with the catch, not Hickerson. That'll get them their first touchdown since the opening drive of the game. It comes with 6:10 left to play. Easley from Ferner from 7 yards away.
Yeah, the route that he was running, it wasn't going to be open. And once the quarterback had more time in the pocket, he just did a little scramble that came out of it and found an open room, and the quarterback found him for a
touchdown. Running on for the point after, that's up and good. 45-14 the score.
And the catch is good. Our score, the lineup Lobos 49, the Lions 14.
Drive for the Lions, 11 plays, 74 yards. It looks an awful lot like the first drive, 11 plays, 75 yards, but all the drives in the middle did not have the same success. We start counting those off. After that opening score drive, they went 3 and out. They ran 5 plays and turned it over on downs. 3 and out, 11 plays through an interception in the end zone. 5 plays, they lost 2 yards, a 3 and out, another turnover on downs, and then that scoring drive. So the Lobo defense, from the first drive to that last one, really locked them down. They had two drives that stopped on 4th down and an interception in the end zone that just took the steam away from any chance that REEDY was going to have to stay in this game.
Absolutely, you gotta love the fact that they answered the bell after their first drive. They saw what they wanted to do. They just woke up and wasn't going to allow them to keep doing that. And they were doing an excellent job.
Onside kick attempt. Lobos a little bit unsure what to do, it looks like. And I don't know if they got that ball or not.
And it looked like, I couldn't tell if we was even had our hands team out there.
To get a signal. I think a Lobo may have, let's see. We came out of there with it. Yeah, Lobos recovered that onside kick, but they were a little uncertain, a little tentative about what to do with it. But they get the ball, and looks like, let's see who we got coming in to quarterback. I thought I saw Maverick coming out. Lester Mumphrey late add-in back onto the field. I see DK, I don't see quarterback yet. Oh, he's talking to coach, that's why. And it's still going to be Tutt. So Lobos will take it over at the 45-yard line. And again, they have not passed this half.
It looking like we're not going to here neither with three tight ends or 2 tight ends.
To the ground we go. To the 40, 35. Boosie finally shoved out of bounds across the 30 to the 27-yard line. Another big first down run.
And it's time to get physical, and you know we're going to run it at you. I still like our chances 9 times out of 10 that we're going to still do what we want to do, and that's what exactly we did. They know we're in a situation where we're going to just run the clock out, and we just going to show you what we're going to do. Good luck trying to stop us.
11 carries, 122 for Kelvin in this game. We need 21 more yards from Mason Washington to get all of them to 100 yards. Tatum, Boosie, and Mason. Mumphrey's the fullback. Hand off to Boosie. Up the middle to the 25-yard line, gain of 2.
Kevin Washington
you know, they tried to give you the onside kick, and I think that was enough to have John King say, well, you're still playing, so we're still playing.
Absolutely.
We'll keep our guys in there, and we'll do one more drive, and we'll see if that's enough.
Absolutely. I agree with what Coach King is doing. If that team is not going to lay down, I'm not going to call off my troops neither.
Ball at the 25-yard line. 2nd down and 8. Clock now under 5 minutes left. Lobos, if they can finish this off with less than 5 minutes and a 31-point lead, they're going to go to 11-1. Buster Mumphrey with the carry. Mumphrey breaks a tackle and falls forward to the 16-yard line. That's right near the first down, and they'll move the chains.
So it looks like he's about 10 yards away, 10 or so yards away from getting into the 100-yard category, and that is a feature that I guarantee you, if you look it up in the record books, I don't think we've had 300-yard rushes before.
No, well, that was Mumphrey on the carry. So.
Gotcha. I'm sorry.
Mason still needs the 21.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's all right. I'm foggy trying to look at it too. A little wet, a little cold, a little foggy. They won't let Lobos in the press box, apparently.
They don't like us here. They just hate us because they ain't us. But
there it is.
We'll prevail.
At the 17-yard line. Back to the ground, back to Boosie, breaks a tackle, 10-5, touchdown Lobos.
So much for trying to run some clock out. We scored in scored in a little bit over 2 minutes. But when you give us a short field like that and you let us break the first one for 20-plus yard gain, good luck trying to stop us.
Boosie now 141 yards on 13 carries. You're about to go down.
Yep, it's
well,
almost.
You managed to show up for about a half, and away you go again. It's great seeing you. Let's do it again next week.
Next week I'll be here earlier.
All right, I'll come late next time. Aceves with the point after try. It's good. How about 52-14? 3:40 left to play in the ball game. Frank, the taskmaster, won't let me take a break. No, there's no water. There's no break. You just keep going. That's how he is. All right, well, the Lobos have obviously salted this thing away now. If it wasn't already at 52-14, they had 59 last week, 52 this week, so we're at 111 points in 2 playoff games. As we try to count down the end of this, we've got 3:40 left before we wrap it up. And we're just letting you know that when the clock hits 0, we are cutting off this feed instantly and giving these kids a chance to pack stuff up and head on down to the back to the ranch. So we'll do a little stat update right now. Frisky with 16 first downs. The Lions have 130 yards on the ground, 120 through the air. Kickoff inside the 10. They'll just fair catch it and bring it out to the 25-yard line. 5 of 13 on 3rd downs, 2 of 4 on 4th downs. Lobos 21 first downs, 40 rushes, 376 yards on the ground. Andrew Tutt only had to throw the ball 6 times. He was 3 of 6 for 66 yards. Lobos, I don't want to jinx anything, but there weren't many penalties. I think I've got 1, maybe 2. But that's all. Lobos 3 of 6 on 3rd downs. They've only had to convert 6 times in this game on 3rd down. They'll run the jet sweep again to Mason Easley. He'll spin to the 32-yard line for a gain of 7 on 1st down.
He's taken down there by Jamias Morrow. Pick up of 7 yards on the play.
Morrow in on the tackle that time.
2nd and 3.
Still got starters around on the field that I see. I see Brian Peoples in the secondary. Linebackers, Morrow still out there. Reese still out there. Willie Nelson's out there. Buddha's still on the field. Looks like we're still going to go with the full defensive unit the whole way. Low snap, and Hernandez has to fall on it back at the 26-yard line. And it's going to bring up 3rd down and 9. So they gained 7 on 1st. They lost 6 on 2nd. And they got third down in a bunch. Season's going to end for the Lions of Frisco REEDY. They finished second in their district. They're going to have back-to-back double-digit winning seasons. 12-1 a year ago, 10-2 this year. Chad Cole has done a pretty nice job here with this group. They just ran into a buzzsaw and a motivated number 2 Lobo team. Hernandez pass, open, caught by McGrath again. He'll have a first down to the 40-yard line before he's tackled by Peoples, and that'll be a first down with 2:05 left.
To Connor McGrath, he takes the ball out to the 40-yard line. Pick up 13 on the play, good for a first and 10 for the Lions.
McGrath on the day, 8 catches, 112 yards. He has certainly been their guy, and he has been all season. Throwing the football, Ferner's 11 of 19 for 121. Hernandez just 1 of 6 for 13 yards. They'll do the sweep again, easily not going anywhere this time. Robertson throws him down at the 41-yard line.
Mason Easley on the carry. Takes it out to the 42-yard line. In on the tackle for the Lobos was Javion Robertson. Brings up a 2nd and 8 for the Lions.
Short gain for Easley. They've pretty much run out of plays. I mean, they've gotten themselves right now in a place where the jet sweep's about the only running play they've got that had any success in this second half. Lobos took away everything else. Empty backfield now for Hernandez. He goes back, going deep, got a man, caught at the 30-yard line, and pushed out of bounds inside the 10. They'll say out of bounds at the 6-yard line. That's Nolan Lee. We haven't seen him at all today, but first catch for Lee. He gets it first down and goal at about the 7. Hernandez back again, throws again. That one dropped at the 2-yard line.
Incomplete. Intended receiver was Nolan Lee.
Lee, who just had the big catch, can't hang on to that one.
2nd and goal.
So ball sitting at the 6-yard line. We'll have 2nd down and goal coming up. And we're under a minute left now, 43 seconds left in this one. Lobos leaders tonight. Kelvin Washington, 13 for 141 and 2 touchdowns. Taylor Tatum, 16 carries, 135, 2 scores. And oh my goodness, the defense never rests.
He's taken down back at the 9-yard line.
Quarterback dropped again. Morrow, I think, is the one that got in there and got him. It sure is. All the way back to the 11.
Jamias Morrow.
And it'll be 3rd down and goal from there.
Brings up a 3rd and goal for the Lions.
But add Mason Washington getting another 79. There's a pass in the end zone and another drop ball.
Pass is incomplete. Intended receiver on the play.
That one in the middle of the end zone. Braylon Evans was the intended target. Now it's 4th down. And it comes with 7 seconds left.
We have an injury timeout on the field.
And it looks like we've got a injured Lion. That may be the quarterback. He's got his helmet off. Let's see if it's him who they're walking off. Hernandez had his helmet off going to the sideline. And what will now be the probably last play of this game with 7 seconds left. 4th down and goal at the 10-yard line. Boosie with 1 catch tonight, 66-yard touchdown reception. We only had 3 passes caught. Mason Washington hit the other 2 for no yards. So on the last play of this one, what are we going to do here? We're finally going to take the knee back all the way at the 20-yard line, and that's the final snap of the ball game. And the Lobos give up a quick 7, go on a 45-0 run before giving up a late touchdown. 52-14 the final. Longview now 11-1 on the season as they will move into the regional semifinals next weekend. We expect look for Friday, and they'll get the winner of the Lancaster and a Lone Star game. All right, we're going to wrap it up. I know we're going to crew to break down stuff in this misty weather. Thank you so much for tuning in. Hopefully we're back on with you again next week here on Lobo ISD for Longview Lobo football playoff action.